The Apostle Paul wrote to the church in Thessalonica these words. He said, "Rejoice always, pray continually, and give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus." So how do we do that? How can we live a grateful life? How can we cultivate a thankful heart? Over the next few times together, I'd like to walk us down some paths that can help us cultivate a grateful heart. How can that be done? Well, it's not easy. It's a discipline, like anything else in the spiritual life. It's a practice. And the first of those paths to a heart of gratitude is learning to be grateful for imperfect gifts. I can't tell you how important this is, because every one of us have received an imperfect gift. Because in this world, that's the kind of gifts you get. There's nothing perfect. Even think about your body for a second. Your body is a gift. How many of you have perfect bodies? I know I do, but I hear a lot of people don't. No, I know I need to lose some pounds, among other things, but if I think that I'm going to be perfectly satisfied when I get down to my ideal weight, I'm fooling myself. We need to be thankful for our bodies now, and part of that gratitude is taking care of the body we've been given. But we need to be grateful for our homes, the ones we're in now, the friends, the ones we have now, our work, the job we have now, our mind, our lives. And if we wait for perfect gifts, we're never going to be grateful at all. We have to learn to be grateful for imperfect gifts, because those are the only ones that we're going to receive in this world. Now, our job isn't to try and feel grateful. We can't flick a switch. And so many people try to feel grateful, but gratitude is the byproduct of our placing our hearts and our minds on God and surrendering to His will. I was reading someone last night that was talking about this, and he said that we are, the word he used, obligated to say a benediction over evil as well as over good. Why evil? That's not a good thing. Yet God's at work in this world, and He is one day going to overcome and overturn evil fully. But we're obligated to pray a benediction over that, because those times that seem like bad times are the times that God could very well be working in us in ways that we have no idea. That so often happens. I know in my life, I have had times that I've gone through terrible struggles. And in the middle of those struggles, I knew in my brain I was supposed to be saying thank you, but I didn't feel things. I didn't want to be grateful. But I know that God promises everything that happens to us, He wants to be for His glory and for our good. And sometimes God allows us to look back on situations or things in our life, and we realize, I'm so glad that God brought me through that. I never, ever would have been thankful and been the kind of person I now am without that struggle. That's as close as I've been to God in so long. Even though God may give us great gifts, money, jobs, successes, we have to realize that if we don't have those things, we still can be grateful for the greatest gift we will ever receive, and that is Jesus Christ. His sinless life, His perfect sacrificial death, His resurrection from the tomb. That is the perfect gift we receive in this life, which changes everything else that's in front of us. It changes us from the inside out. So, join me tomorrow and we'll talk about another path that we can take to cultivate hearts of thanksgiving.